petition against suspended senator. On the foreign scene, Russia and Ukraine agreed to naval ceasefire with the news. Nigeria Labour Congress NLC Alexa Gwanwon, State Chairperson of the Trade Union Congress TUC Kichuku Yefuru, and Chairperson Negotiation Council JNC Chukwu Emecheta. Now they did not yet to receive their salary. Avoidable economic hardship, the organized labor and the suspension of the elected governor. Similarly, Fubara, Deputy Governor Ngozi Ondo, and House of Assembly members as premature and appointments are made.
Than his mandate period stipulated for him. For us in the democratic movement, we will see even his appointment as an aberration and all his actions also as aberrations.
Professor Gali, however, dismissed possibilities that the sole administrator can reconcile the political actors involved in the political crisis in Rivers State.
The issue is really not between the members of the House of Assembly and the governor pulling the strings. And as long as that person is not in the picture of reconciliation will be futile. If that reconciliation has to do with putting the resources of the state at the disposal of an individual, I don't see the possibility of uniting the warring factions.
Meanwhile, another lawyer, Benga Oladapo, says the sole administrator of River State, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, retired, is not backed by law to appoint any form of caretaker committee at the local government level. Mr. Oladapo made this known in an interview with correspondent Obioroware. The lawyer said any appointments made at the local government level do not have legitimacy, even as his administration has been challenged in court.
Extremely odious and unlawful and reprehensible. It does not have the bias in any way, in any capacity whatsoever. The sole administrator does not have the power whatsoever to do that, because even Section 305 of the Constitution that brought him in has no provisions for the appointment of a sole administrator. Such a position does not exist constitutionally. So in the circumstance, having not been constitutionally enshrined, he does not have the capacity whatsoever to appoint any local government administrator whatsoever.
Moving on now, police say their joint patrol operated death.
Response of the state securities at ALU, other security agencies with credible intelligence regarding individuals or groups who are engaged in vandalism and they are conspirators. About 10,000 liters. The decision to deploy a proactive police strategy was informed by an emerging atmosphere that could have been exploited by troublemakers to plunge the state into insecurity and coerce. English made pump actually make single barrel gun with multiple link motorcycle coming among men and illicit materials who, in most cases, violence to city trade.
Any complaint 0803 200 complaint 0803 200 3514, or you call 0901 427 38229. Recall that 12 suspects are currently on trial. For alleged Christiana educated to death on April 25, 2025. April 25, 2024. The incident reported to the attack. Testifying in court, an investigative police officer, State Criminal Investigation Department, Inspector Festus Ileromowa, told the court that Chukwu adjourned the case to May 27, 2025 for the continuation of the prosecution's witness testimony. Now, still to come, INEC folds recall petition against suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Stay with us. Welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Some members of the National Youth Service Corps and even the new allowance and thus cannot jobs and enabling
promises coming from them serious
for the recall of the suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. The commission, in a statement signed by its National Commissioner and Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumeku, acknowledged receiving the petition, which includes bags of documents that are said to contain signatures from more than half of the over 400 registered voters in the district. But INEC pointed out that the petitioners failed to provide the necessary information as each regulation guide by and received by INEC secretary has filed had on May 10, 2010, indicted and debarred the Senate Ethics Committee chairman at peace between ethics privileges and public petition hearing on a fresh petition by Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Mrs. Ezekwesili was what they described as the controversial manner in which he had so far handled the alleged sexual harassment allegation against the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. In other news, the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Rivers State Council has announced the death of their pioneer chairperson, Peter Awala, who died on Monday 24th June 2024 at the age of 84. Chairman in the state, and out with a valedictory session on Thursday 27th March 2025 at 8 a.m. and it will be at the NLC Secretariat, Ibuku Street, D-Line, Port Harcourt, while the final burial rites will be on Friday 28th of March 2025 at Cream, Ama and Awolo Mabari. Awolo come out en masse as Congress bid farewell to the late icon. And now to sports. On deals with the U.S. after 3 days of peace talks in Saudi Arabia. To petition against suspector Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and all the foreign scene you had. Russia and Ukraine have the news team. Send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721. Thanks for listening.